Hey, what's going on out there? It is Mike. And she's already laughing because the dogs are fucking running around. The minute we fucking start, we got boxes everywhere because we brought our Christmas shit down from the attic. They're just running all over the house. I hear them hitting Tupperware, squeaking the toys. They were quiet for the last 2 hours. And the minute we start doing stuff, they want to play, they want to hang out. The minute we start talking out loud.
All right, let's push through it. We can push through it.
Yeah, we can push through it. Well, now they're all here. Yeah, get out. Hey, so, Mike and Mare, what's up? The show is I Don't Want to Watch That. We started doing this in March, right when quarantine happened, because what the fuck else were we going to do?
Oh, man.
And we started watching Real Housewives of New York. We morphed it into some other stuff, and we're back to New York with this episode. But yeah, you can find us don'twantowatchthat.com and Twitter and Instagram at don'twantowatch. On Twitter, the O in don't is a 0 because of a person with 0 tweets.
Oh,
never
God.
used it. And
This
I fucking
guy.
hate that guy. So, anyway, enough about that guy. Since this is a New York episode, I've been saying that for about 20 episodes now, so you all fucking heard that one already.
Have they, though?
Probably. Probably. So, Real Housewives of New York, Season 4, Episode 3.
Hairy Mess. That's the
Hairy
name
Mess?
of it.
Is
Yes.
that the episode? Okay.
Yes.
I never write down the episode names.
Yes. I feel like it's very important.
I do agree with you, but I just never write them down.
That's what I'm here for.
Oh, I know. And I love you. I love you for it. So, we start off here with Luann and Kelly there at a spa, and they're kind of like, they're chatting, doing a little personal chats, and it sounds kind of like Kelly is just looking to get married immediately again.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't want to date, she doesn't want to deal with everything.
She's done with being single, too. She's over it.
Yeah, she just wants like a partner, somebody to help out, and yeah, she's like, that's ridiculous. She doesn't want to date or anything. She just wants to go right to a husband. And Luann's like, hey, my French boyfriend has a wine tasting event thing. There's going to be a lot of single dudes there. You should come to that. And her response to that is to look a gift horse in the mouth and say, I like beer.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why, I'm starting to appreciate Kelly more. She's just like oblivious. I'm starting to appreciate the Kelly bubble a little bit. And her just...
I can see it.
Yeah, her just not even acknowledging how ridiculously selfish that sounded after you complained about something for probably tens of minutes.
Yeah.
And then she offered a solution to help you out. And then your first response is, that's not a thing I'm into.
Yeah. And Luann, during that scene, Luann is like telling her, date a little bit.
Yeah.
Be more trusting with people.
Play the field a little. Get out there. See what you like and what you don't like.
Yeah, she's trying to be a good friend.
Yeah.
And, she mentions that she's warming up to Kelly, too, which I thought was kind of cute.
That's nice. Yeah, yeah.
She's trying to look past, I guess, last season.
Well, when Kelly was insane.
Yes.
Yeah. But, Luann wasn't on Scary Island, so she didn't really see it firsthand.
That's true.
Even on the video, they could have, what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
But still, it happened. So then we move on to Alex at lunch with Sonja, and they're trying to work it out. All their bullshit from the last couple of episodes. And spoiler alert, it's not going to fucking work out.
Nope.
They're trying to work it out, and it is not going to work out. They just keep saying the same things that they've been saying the entire time to each other.
And it's going in one ear for Sonja and out the other.
Absolutely.
It's just, she's not having it. She's just...
And Sonja can't admit, she won't even say that she's the reason they couldn't talk.
And, Alex wants to drop it and move on, but she still wants to fucking rehash.
Yeah, because new Alex just can't
she was
fucking
thrown
things
out.
go.
Yeah, she was like, but we gotta talk about that.
Yeah, she's like, I've never been thrown out of a place before in my life. Well, you did now.
And really, the reason that what we find out is that Sonja doesn't like Simon. After that whole explanation.
Yeah. Oh,
You know what?
that's what it is? What? She does talk some shit about Simon. I do remember that. She was saying,
But that's like, I feel like the gist of what her issue was. Like, she's like, I can be fine with Alex. Alex is whatever.
I think that she kind of made that up. I think I recall what you're referring to, and that's how she was like, she was super intimidated when Simon was like towering over her and talking shit and whatever. And like, I think she was saying that stuff. And I don't know. It's almost like a cop out. Like, you knew you were wrong. Like, just admit you even did the thing.
I love Sonja so much. I'm just trying to defend her in any way.
And that's fine.
Maybe she was triggered by Simon.
It might have been, maybe I still got a number one in the power rankings regardless of this. Maybe if Alex was higher in the power rankings, you know, it might cause a little rift in the rankings. Yeah. But since Alex is at the bottom, and like I said last episode, like, so you know she's at the bottom, she's smashing the low hanging fruit right now. And she doesn't care. She's not going to give it to Alex.
Oh, you're right.
She's going to be there for fucking longer than she is.
Yeah.
Alex has fucking 1 foot out the door almost. So and then we go to a dinner with Kelly and Cindy. Cindy shows up late and she's all disheveled because, you know, as everybody can relate, she had to fire one of her several nannies.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But this is like, and the reason she gives is so ridiculous. Like,
it was uncomfortable. It was just like an awkward.
Yeah, and even Kelly was giving her like side eye, like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
But one thing they can kind of, you know, agree on, it's that Ramona sucks.
Yeah.
And they decide that this is the right moment for Kelly to send Ramona an email saying that she can't come to a fucking thing. So, yeah, she pops up that email, and they, go about their business.
Well, she was freaking out about sending it.
Yeah, and she was like she couldn't even write the email. Like, Kelly's,
She's totally panicked.
No, like, I don't even know if I don't know if she'd be able to put that together, like, on a regular terms. You think she was panicked?
Yeah.
I think she just couldn't put the email together.
I don't know. I think she was just panicked about sending it to Ramona. Well, maybe she couldn't put it together. I'm giving her too much credit.
I don't know.
See, because I like her a little bit now.
Yeah, I know.
So I want to give her a little bit more credit, but you may be right.
Yeah.
I may be crazy.
Just make me a lunatic. Alright. This is Billy Joel podcast.
Billy Joel fans only.
Yeah.
If you don't like Billy Joel, get the fuck out of here.
Only 90s Joel.
River Dreams. And that's it.
Yeah. Play Over the Stranger. No. So then we move on to Ramona and Sonja. They're at some fucking designer or something. And because Ramona, we're going to get to see her on the runway again.
Oh, yeah. It's the designer that Ramona walked for
the last
season. Yeah.
And he got a ton of publicity for it, but not, I assume, how he was expecting it. But, you know, I'm sure.
Asked her to walk again.
Yeah, but her face didn't impact his dress, I'm sure. Yeah.
Great. It's just one of my most favorite Ramona moments of all time. It's so great.
She's got some real faces to her. Yeah, it's a lot of eyes.
Yeah.
Like, she's
it's
got
intense.
a lot of looks, is what I'll say.
Yeah.
Maybe not faces.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the faces are good too. She's very herky-jerky. She's got, like, a lot of motion.
It's intense, man.
Yeah.
So intense. She can't, she can't hide her emotions whatsoever. No poker face. It's just whatever she is feeling, it's on her face.
Oh, absolutely. And also via email and text message as well. Because while she's with Sonja, they're talking about how she got that email from Kelly. And instead of just being like, oh, okay, I'll catch you at the next one, she was like, you can't support me, I'm not going to support you.
What is it about Ramona? She's so fucking awful.
Yeah.
But I still can't quit her.
No, she's great. I mean, come on.
I can't quit her.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about her. She sucks. But like, the fact that
Because she reminds me of my mom. That's why. She reminds me of my mom. She's drinking all the time. She's super religious. She says awkward things. She's pretty funny most of the time. You know, but she holds a grudge. She doesn't fucking let you forget it. She will talk shit to your face if she thinks she's in the right. Like, she will ask you dumb questions, like, out of the blue. Like, she's my mom. And that's why...
And I do love your mother.
Yeah, that's why she's number 2 constantly.
Oh my god.
She shies away from any sex talk. She is my mom with
No,
money.
but Ramona makes comments. She makes, like, sexual comments.
Not normally, really. She did make one comment, I think, in the next episode where I was like, oh, that's odd, Ramona throwing a sex comment out there. But, I don't know. Maybe just the earlier version.
Yeah.
Maybe when she gets divorced, she gets a little more low class, as
Oh
Lil
my god. Oh
my god. So, let's see. What do we got going on next? We go to, so we go to the, yeah, so this is fucking rich people speed dating, is what this is.
Yeah.
They said it's a wine tasting, but it's not. It's Sonja, Kelly, and Cindy all speed dating with European guys, half of most of their ages.
You know,
except for Kelly, because Kelly is younger than most of them as it is.
Yeah, I mean, that whole segment was a little. It was kind of funny watching all 3 women and how differently they interact on these dates. Like, Cindy is mad bitter.
Yeah, Cindy is just mean.
She's tough.
Yeah, at least Bethany had like a personable side, like like she could try and get to know you and stuff.
It's hard.
Cindy is
I forgot
rock.
how like
she's
hard
all rock.
she is. Yeah,
and Sonja was super fucking
flirty, and Kelly was pretty awkward.
Kelly was like, oh, what? You're an actor? Hey, act out a scene where you have cancer.
I wrote, what kind of improv is this?
That's super light and fun.
It was like so bizarre and weird. It was great.
And even he was just like, well, I found out I have cancer. And she's like, that's it.
Like, it was just so awkward.
Oh, man. It was so weird.
And the fact that she thought that, like, she was, like, being funny and, like, spontaneous.
Her bubble is
like,
in full effect.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, bitch, no wonder you don't have a boyfriend right now.
Seriously.
Girl.
Like, come on, girl. Wow. So Kelly's talking to Cindy, and she's like, well, remember that email we sent? Ramona responded. And they are on their way to Governor's Island.
Yes, for Alex's infamous
birthday party.
Yeah, we know that this birthday party is going to be a banger.
Oh, my gosh. And Alex says several times that Simon went all out. And I don't know if all out is a percentage of their free income, which I don't suspect they have a lot of at this point.
Yeah.
Because they are outside drinking out of fucking it looks like a fucking high school party.
Well, it's Governor's Island, yeah.
Yeah, it's on Governor's Island. It's outside. It's the fall. It's windy as fuck. And it is... Wow, it's so bad.
Party's whack.
It is so whack. And, like... And I thought, like, his other shit was whack. Like, that one... Like, where he had it on the boat that was on the dock. Like, they didn't even go out to sea.
That's right. That's right.
That was better than this whack-ass shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my God. So...
Oh, God.
Yeah, and... Yeah, Cindy and Kelly in the confessionals are rightfully shitting all
the
over.
girls are like, all right.
As they cut to Alex going like, and Simon went all out again.
Yeah, what an amazing party. Yeah, the girls don't want to be there at all.
No.
And they actually end up leaving early.
Yeah, they both made excuses to get the fuck out.
Yep.
I think I left my stove on. I'm going to be back.
I have to go wash my hair.
Yeah. So... Then we go to Ramona's thing. Sonja and Alex and Simon kind of show up at the same time, and they kind of clear the air.
Yeah.
Make it at least acceptable to
they make
be in the same spot. Excuse me. And then Luann shows up, and Ramona is just in a panic for the runway walk.
Yeah.
And
she doesn't know where her position is. She's practicing her eyes.
There's people bouncing in and out. Like, the sequencing isn't right. She's in a complete panic. She doesn't know when she goes. It's ridiculous.
It's great. It was great. It was so dramatic.
But she finally gets out there and walks, and she was...
fine.
Not great, but fine.
She was a mascot for him. I mean,
exactly. It was a joke,
Yeah. She was the shortest one there. It was great. So, my notes say...
the next thing that goes on is we go to Cindy's for a second.
Yes, thank you.
And parenting is hard. That's really what we learned.
Yeah.
Right there.
She relies on her nannies.
Yeah, a lot.
Which, listen.
Yeah. No, sure. If you got that, go for it.
Yeah, if you'd rather
she's
a businesswoman.
Yes.
She doesn't know what she's doing. She admits it.
Yeah.
She admits that didn't she say, she was like, I didn't read any books.
No, and then Jill questions the shit out of her, like, choices in those earlier episodes and stuff. She's like, no, I just have a guy who gave me kids. That's it. So, and then we got Sonja and Luann. They're going to Cindy's spa for the day.
Yes.
And Kelly's there too.
Yep.
And it's the hair removal spa.
Yeah.
And they're discussing all the different types of areas that they could get this.
They're getting their vaginas lasered.
Yeah. Good for them all.
Getting their pubes taken off.
Every single one of them. Sonja was the only one who was a little bit hesitant, though. She was like, I do kind of like the landing strip. She's like, what if it, like, I got to leave something there.
Fast forward to one of her most iconic lines to this last season, when she's bombed at a party and talking about, I forgot, she was insulted or something about her husband.
Yeah.
Somehow she was ranting and raving, and one of the things that she says is she goes, I don't shave off my pussy. No, I don't shave my pussy. I totally fucked that up. I totally butchered that. But Sonja and her pubic hair. It's a theme. It's a theme. Yeah.
After this, you don't have to.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Yeah. And then, speaking of other uncomfortable things, the next thing we go to is Alex modeling.
Oh, boy.
It was bad.
My Lord.
She looks ridiculous, which, whatever, for the photo shoot or whatever, it's supposed to be wind blowing, insane tornado hair or whatever, and, little Alice in Wonderland fucking tea sets flying all over the place or whatever the fuck was going on.
She's taking it, like, she's hard to watch. It's so
that's
dramatic.
The photographer's choices and stuff and
that's
whatever.
True,
that's
too.
Their business.
That's true.
But when he's trying to give her the looks and direction and stuff, she's just blinking her eyes and, like, shaking her head and looking back at her in the same way. Like, it's so... She is not following his lead at all, and he is getting super frustrated with it.
It's funny to watch.
And it's funny, but it's hard. I wrote down, this is her career now with 17 question marks and exclamation points altogether. So then, at the end of the episode, we go to Ramona, and she's speaking at like a women in business seminar. She's getting an award. We got Sonja, Cindy, Alex is there. And they're all there to support her because they support women. And...
Yep. I wrote
Kelly's not there because she doesn't support her.
Right. right. And I wrote, the women abuse Alex for her hair.
Oh, she came right for the photo shoot.
She got
abused. Her hair looked, it was ridiculous. Like, she was trying to, like, pull it in. She couldn't even rein it in.
It was so fun. Fucking funny. My God.
Looked, like, not even to sound cliche or anything like that, but it looked like she stuck her fingers in a light socket.
She did.
Like, that's exactly what she looked like. There's no other way to say it. And I can't believe that she actually went there after that. She should have been like, I have to fucking work, Ramona, I'm sorry. Or had to shoot.
I would have showed up like that.
You would have?
Absolutely.
Get a hair appointment right after.
Whatever. Who cares? It was ridiculous.
It seems like it's a pretty.
It was terrible, but
thing. It seems like it's a pretty prestigious thing.
She was being avant-garde.
She's on the fringe of high society.
I know. I'm kidding.
She's gonna show up like that.
I'm kidding. But that's probably what she thought. She probably thought she was looking mad chic and shit.
That is true.
I would have felt that way too.
In her head, she probably she wanted people to ask what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a conversation started to her. She was just passing it off like
I got back from a shoot.
I just didn't have time.
I got back from a shoot.
You know, I just didn't went long because every direction he gave me, I gave him the same face, and he just had to eventually quit after 12 hours. Yeah, and then, Ramona gives a speech, and just like all the good friends, they're paying attention, and Sonja's throwing digs at Alex. It's Ramona's night. We're here to support her. Isn't that nice of us? Because it's her night. She's on the stage now giving the speech, and the only one giving the speech. Right?
Oh my God, yes. Yeah, Cindy was getting annoyed with that shit. She was
She's like, shut the fuck up. I'm listening to Ramona talk. Even though I hate her, I want to hear what she has to say. So that's the end of this episode. Yep. Winners and losers. The main winner was Ramona because she got the award this thing, and it went very well. The night went well for her. That's a rare thing. Sonja doing a little chatting during her speech is not enough to knock the whole night off for Ramona. It went well. Close runner-up, the ladies' vaginas.
Oh my God.
Losers of the episode.
Oh Lord.
There were
know what to say right now.
A lot of losers this episode. Basically, I think I'm gonna go with anybody who went to Alex's birthday though. Those are the big.
That's a good one.
Losers. Yeah.
I'm gonna say the winner of this episode would probably have to be. Wait. I'm gonna say Ramona. She redeems herself.
Yeah.
On the runway.
That is true too. Yeah.
She has her big. She makes her speech. At that women's business thing.
Yeah, this was a very good.
So
Ramona
I think
episode.
Ramona will get my winning spot. Loser. Yeah. It's got to be Alex.
Yeah.
It's got to be Alex. Alex and Simon, they both get it.
They both get it.
They just both get it.
And Ramona won this episode, and we're going to see a stark turn in this next episode.
So great! This is one of my most favorite episodes of all time.
Oh, man.
I love this episode.
It was ridiculous.
Ramona. Well, the title of this episode is what, Mike? Oh, that's right. You don't write it down.
Ramona'd?
Yes, Ramona'd, yes.
So we start off, though, with Sonja and Cindy. They're going out to do a little dress shopping, I think. Who are they going to see again?
Vivian Tam.
They were going to see a designer, and then they were going to go to lunch at some fucking super fancy place.
Cipriani's.
And we learn right off the bat that they're downtown, and Sonja does not fucking go downtown.
Yeah. She does not.
She doesn't go to downtown, and she sure as fuck doesn't go to Quag.
Fucking Quag.
She basically refuses to go anywhere that Cindy lives.
Yep.
So Cindy should be counting her blessings that Sonja has made this trip. And if it wasn't for the designer and the restaurant they were going to, then she wouldn't have even bothered coming downtown. And lo and behold, Cindy broke her teeth on some pistachio nuts the night before. And they're not going to lunch. So Sonja's fucking pissed. But while they were conversing, they were talking about how Cindy's having a party in Quag, and it's not really a birthday party, but it just happens to be her birthday. And Sonja's like, "Oh, that's a shame. I don't ever go to fucking Quag. I stay in Southampton."
Yeah.
And Cindy goes to the confessional, and she's like, "At what fucking house? You don't have one."
Yeah.
So they basically had just a giant day of beef.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, they did not have a pleasant day. Cindy should have just canceled when her teeth broke.
Yep.
Like, just don't even fucking go.
Yeah.
I know that she's the one who set it up, and you want to at least give Sonja something.
Well,
like, I understand she had the best intentions,
But do you cancel on Vivian Tam?
No, you tell Sonja to fucking take Ramona or something like that. And then you tell
That's
Vivian
true.
Tam that, I got this other rich friend that's going to pop in there. They're still going to film everything and blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
I broke my teeth on some pistachio nuts last night because I'm a fucking moron. like, I don't know. What else do you say? Like, it's hard to go out.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know. That was fucking...
Yeah.
That was weird.
Well, Sonja mentions to Cindy that, she actually asked for advice on putting together Kelly and Ramona for her toaster oven party. And Cindy's immediately like, no, it's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't know, then in the confessional, she's like, I don't know Kelly that well, but I know she don't want to be surprised around her kids like that.
And Sonja was even saying, like, I'm going to tell the kids to come. It's going to be totally
Yeah.
cool.
It's going to be fine.
It's not going to be cool.
Yeah.
And there was another thing that I glossed over when I was doing my quick little recap was that right when they talk about the teeth being fucked up, they're, like, trying to fix a dent her, like, teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Mouth. It looked like a couple of kids, like, trying to do that before they went home to their parents, so the parents wouldn't tell that they broke their fucking retainer again. Yeah. It's ridiculous. And then we talked about how Sonja don't go to Quag, and it's low rent, we find out from Luann, but you don't say that in front of those people that live there. Then we go to Luann's, and Luann's hanging out with Victoria, and she's like, yo, I'm going to hang out in the city, like, during the week. Do you want to go to school in the city and live with me? And Victoria's just like, no. I'm going to hang out here.
She's 15.
Yeah, all her friends are out there. She's like, no, I'm just going to chill here. And we find out later in the episode that Noel, right?
Yeah.
Not Noel. No, it's Noel.
Noel.
And Noel's making skateboards, and he's going to live out there, too.
So, they're young.
Yeah, and that's cool. Hey, they're going to get to school. They're going to do their thing.
Works
they got
for them.
fucking nannies and shit like that, or whatever the fuck's there to make them dinner every night.
Yeah.
They'll be fine.
That's their life.
And then Jock shows up with a dog and tries to get her to do tricks and doesn't work out.
Oh, it was a cute dog, though.
Yeah, it was a cute dog. It made me like fucking Jock a little bit more. But god damn it, I'm going to say it every time, he looks like fucking David Schwimmer.
Yeah.
I can't not say it. He looks so much like him. It's weird. Then Kelly and Sonja go riding horses.
Yeah.
And this was really weird to me because Kelly invited Sonja to go ride horses, and then they're riding horses, and Kelly's like, Sonja shouldn't be riding horses.
Well, but in Kelly's defense, Sonja says she grew up riding bareback. So she probably thought she was a little bit better than...
I think when Sonja said that in the confessional, she was trying to make a sexual innuendo joke.
Okay.
But I think I do agree that she probably told Kelly that she rode horses, but it has been years.
I cannot believe that joke went right over my head. I literally believed.
No, it's like...
she rode back. I get it. I mean, I understand, but it went over my head in that moment. I really thought that she...
But that's what Sonja does all the time. It's like...
Yeah, I know that. I know that. I can't believe that went over my head like that, though.
Yeah, like the other episode, she's like, I get more done before noon than anybody. In bed. But yeah, so eventually Sonja goes down, though.
Yeah, she does. Well, maybe Kelly was right.
Yeah, Kelly was right. She shouldn't have been on a horse.
Yep.
Then they go sit down, underneath the trees, like a couple of, schoolgirls, and so what's going on with Ramona?
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, so he's like, listen, I think it'd be great if you guys hung out, this, that, or the other, and Kelly's just like, no thanks.
Yep.
Let's see. So now we're at Luann's. Looks like Luann's having a little shindig today.
Yep.
Out in her Hamptons home. Because everybody goes to the Hamptons. It's Columbus Day weekend, long weekend, getting a little bit last of that fall foliage bullshit that goes on the ride out there.
That bullshit.
Last time it'll be nice enough to really walk on the beach. Stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we immediately learn that the girls aren't going to fucking Quag. Stop asking them to go to Quag. They're not going. They don't want to fucking go.
Well, they all go.
I know. But they don't want to go.
They're all bitching about it the whole time.
They don't want to.
And Cindy's just like, I don't know why these ladies won't go to Quag. She just keeps asking, why do you hate Quag? What's wrong with Quag? It's such a weird fucking name, too. Maybe if they change the name of the town, it would be back in vogue.
But it's so great. And we still we know it's okay. So go ahead. You go on with the recap, and I'll fill in because this part here, fucking killed me. It killed me. They Cindy got slaughtered.
Yeah, but she's asking for it though at every turn, because she's always just like her response to everything is like, "What's wrong with Quag?" Like she just won't let it go. She's like almost like Alex with Jill. Like as soon as Sonja shows up, like they're going in on like, "Yo, why?" And Sonja won't go to Quag. I was telling my friend that Sonja won't go to Quag, and then they're like, "Yo, you know what? Quag sucks. Shut the fuck up."
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's a shame. Poor Cindy. But
poor Cindy. No, I felt bad for her because I felt like they really didn't want to go to Quag.
Yeah.
She sent this whole email out to them about the party.
Yeah.
Turns
and they're
out
all saying none of them got it.
Right.
They all said they didn't get it.
And all the details are in there. She lays all these plans out at this dude ranch.
Yeah.
And
they're like, "Are kids coming?"
They're like,
to the party?
we never got the invite.
Yeah.
We didn't get the invite.
And they don't know if kids are coming to the party or not. So, but she's like, kids can come if they want to come, but they don't have to come. Like,
oh, that's right, because
section.
Ramona sent them Ramona sent her a text asking, or a text or an email asking if it was going to be a kids party, and she got offended.
Well, that's right. Yeah. Well, good thing it wasn't a kids party, because Ramona got bombed.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did.
But yeah, so Cindy answers all their questions very aggressively.
Yeah.
She's like, "Yo, I sent you the invitation," and then they were both like, "Well, it's impossible. Both of our assistants missed it." I think maybe they were looking for the mail invitations. They still do that because they're higher class. You think that's what it was?
No, I don't. I just think they were being bitches.
You think so? Oh, man.
I think they just didn't want to go to Quag.
They were acting like they didn't get it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of funny. I could see that, actually.
Yeah.
And then, so Kelly shows up. She gives Luann a shirt with some Native Americans on it. Luann's all about it. And as they walk away, Kelly whoops a couple of times.
Yeah, it does the very
stereotypical Native American Indian whooping
bad.
sounds.
It was
walking
bad.
away. Here's your shirt.
So...
Whoop, whoop, whoop. It is, not stuff you see on TV anymore.
Yep.
And Cindy is really judging Sonja a lot in this moment. This is what I wrote down. I took a little observation note here. And I think a lot of it, though, is Sonja's just foot in her mouth.
Yeah.
I think Sonja's just busting balls a little bit. And I think maybe she's giving her a little bit of a hard time, a little more than deserved. But I don't think it's anything super sincere from Sonja's part in terms of hatred or dislike or anything like that. Or do you think that she just doesn't fucking like her? She's talking shit. You know her better than I do.
I mean, honestly, I don't remember this season that well, so I feel like I'm rewatching a lot.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling that Sonja's just being a bitch.
Yeah. Like she's just breaking her
chops. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. She's just
breaking her balls, it seems like.
Yeah.
Alex shows up and...
She's being shady.
Yeah.
She's being shady.
Well, she's definitely being shady right here when Alex walks in the room. And so this is what I wasn't sure who she was even being shady to.
Same. Me too.
Because Alex shows up and Alex and Cindy are there and Sonja's like, "Hey, Luann, you throw a fucking great party. You know exactly what you're doing. No flops or anything like that." Like, I'm not sure if she's throwing shade at Alex for like the Governor's Island thing, for the post-marriage equality walk thing, or Cindy for just having a party in Quag, for having the gall to have a party in Quag.
Wait, was Sonja invited to Alex's party though in Governor's Island?
I don't know, but maybe she heard about it. How shitty it was. I'm sure she would have heard about it from somebody.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, probably not Cindy, but maybe Kelly. And then right after that, Ramona shows up and she's like, "Hey, Luann, you don't live with your kids all the time?"
Oh God, yeah. Then so like the rest of the episode is just the fucking Ramona train, man.
And
she fucking
off the fucking tracks.
Barrels through. Barrels.
It is off the tracks.
Great.
And Luann is just incensed immediately in her own home that Ramona would dare question her parenting.
Oh, Ramona
and she tells
calls
her how
Luann
low class she is.
Fucking mom, a weekend mommy.
Weekend mom.
A weekend mommy. Yeah. Yeah, she calls Ramona low class in her confessional, like, who is Ramona to judge, you know. All these women go out every night during the week in the city, and like,
who cares?
Yeah. Who the fuck are you?
So that was kind of out of the blue. I didn't see that coming.
Right out of the gate. As soon as she like, come on. The first thing she said, "Where's my Pinot Grigio? I need a Pinot Grigio stat."
Oh, did she say that at this party also?
Yes.
Oh,
Barrels through, yeah. Hi, hello.
Hi.
I need it. Where's my Pinot Grigio?
I would have brought my own bottles if I knew you weren't gonna have
just
any.
So like.
That's why I ask and make sure. Yeah, she's insane. Yeah. So then after this little interaction with Ramona and Luann, we go to Kelly.
Cindy and Kelly.
And Cindy is like, "Hey, by the way, Sonja." No. She didn't say anything. Yeah.
She like fuck.
Exactly.
Okay, you have to promise not to say anything.
This is some weird high school shit.
Like please, you just have to promise. You have to promise me. No, you have to. I'm only gonna tell you if you promise not to say anything. And like by her doing that, it's obviously gonna fucking freak Kelly the fuck out. She's like, "I don't think it's a good idea for you to bring your kids to Sonja's. So just say, you know what? It's not a good idea for me to bring my kids."
Like as if like somebody was gonna cut the brakes on her car.
Yeah, like
it was a plot against her life.
God.
Or, like she has inside information.
Ooh, Lord.
And then Kelly was just like, "Yo, I will not say anything to Sonja if you tell me the rest of the story why."
Yes, yeah, please, you're freaking me out.
Eventually, Cindy was like, "Fuck, she's in the driver's seat now."
Yeah.
And she told her. And then Kelly was like, "Thank you for this information. This is interesting.
My kids don't need to be around turtle time." Yeah. That's what she says.
And Cindy thinks she's like saving her from something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we go to Luann's, invites the girls to a rescue fund for dogs.
The ARF walk.
Yes.
And so they kind of split off there a little bit. Yeah, we got Luann, Kelly, Sonja, and Ramona.
And Luann and Ramona split off.
Yep.
And we learned that Ramona is mad nervous about going to Cindy's party.
Yeah.
Over her brother, Howie.
Yes.
And this whole fucking weird cigar
I think the guy's name was Howie and her brother's Jeff.
What? No?
I don't know. I could be wrong.
No.
Well, either way, it's Cindy's brother.
No. Okay, so it's about... It's
Howie, I think, is the dead guy.
No, Jeff is the dead guy.
Oh, is he? All right.
Yes. Howie is Cindy's brother.
Okay.
And he's smoking one of Jeff's cigars. And Jeff was a very good friend to Ramona. This is what I was trying to gather when she was like... Because she was totally triggered. She's like having a total panic attack and meltdown to Luann.
Yes.
But from what I gathered, the interaction was they were at the wedding. Everything was very emotional. She saw Howie and not Cindy. Howie's
girlfriend. Who is the widow of the guy who had the cigar.
Yes. And he made, I guess, a comment about smoking one of his cigars, and she felt like it was very cavalier
for him to mention that it was that guy's cigar.
Right.
And she felt like it was unnecessary, and it bothered her at the time. And Luann gives her some very adult advice.
Yeah.
And says that at some point, you should have a conversation with him and just clear the air on the topic. And maybe he meant no harm by it, I'm sure.
Right.
And, of course, and then I wrote, let's see if Ramona messes that up. Sure enough, she does.
Yeah.
So, and then the other half of the walk was Kelly and Sonja. And Kelly just spills the beans on the Cindy conversation. Right off the bat.
Yep.
And Sonja's pissed.
Yep. Someone stepped on my toes.
But Kelly takes that information and tells her she's backing out because look, that ship has fucking sailed.
Yeah, I don't want to be around
to her in public.
Yeah.
And it's fair enough.
I don't want to be around Ramona. Yep. And then she jumps down and does sand angels, and Sonja thinks that Kelly is just trying to avoid the conversation.
And I think it's true to a degree. I think it's just Kelly is a child.
Yeah.
That's a good part of it. But yeah, I think she just didn't want to talk about it anymore, but not because there was something underlying. I think she just didn't have anything else to say on the topic.
Yeah.
And she was done about it.
Yeah.
And the only way to be completely done was to lay on the sand and do sand angels.
That was great. Now we get to Cindy's birthday party.
Well, right before that is when Luann and Noelle
go
to sell skateboards. And the dude is like, hey, not bad, dude. And he's like, all right, dude. And then they're like, all right, bro. And then they leave. That's it.
Thank you for that recap.
Yeah.
So, Cindy's birthday party.
Wow. So, I don't even know where to begin. Well, let's begin at the beginning. So, first of all, first thing we hear at this party is, hey, happy birthday. So, is this a birthday party or not? Like, it's a birthday party, right? She said several times she's never had a birthday party. That can't be true.
No, she said she's never thrown herself a birthday party.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was.
So maybe every year around her birthday, she just throws a party. And she's like, it's not my birthday party, but my birthday's in 3 days. But she just doesn't want to call it a birthday party to be... That's even weirder. Just throw yourself a birthday party. Like, you're renting a ranch out. Like, just call it a birthday party.
Which she, says, I don't know how to ride a horse. I don't want to do this. Why would I do this?
They show her riding the horse, and it was almost like Sonja about to go off.
Yes.
But yeah, she finally gets off the horse safely, and she prefers a four-wheeler, we learn later. So everybody starts showing up, and the minute Ramona gets there, she's breaking balls for Pino.
Out of the gate!
Right out of the fucking gate.
Out of the gate!
And
Ramona!
She's harassing Cindy.
Yes! I would have brought my own. I mean, I would have brought my own.
If it's not readily available, there's only champagne out right now? I told you, there's Pinot here. Well, I mean, if it's not here, it's not here. So, I need the Pinot. I would have brought my own. She just needs to have a fucking, flask for, important times like that.
Yeah.
I mean, settle the fuck down, Ramona.
Yeah.
So, Ramona goes and takes a fucking pony ride, and she gets bored right off the bat.
Yeah,
she's yelling at the horse operator. She's like, how about you let go and just let me gallop this motherfucker.
I want to ride.
Yeah, I want to ride.
That's when she makes that joke.
And so the lady's just like, yeah, no, I can't do that for you. Mm-hmm. And she's like, you know what then? I'm getting off. Take me off. Mario!
Yeah.
I'm getting off. They won't let me ride.
Then Kelly shows up.
Yes.
And the girls, her girls want to go on the four-wheeler, so she takes one of her girls on the four-wheeler. And Ramona... Well, she walks over there.
Everything goes downhill for Ramona.
Yeah, this is where
Ramona has this spiral of all spirals.
It's so great.
I'm sure Mario's head was under a table the whole time this was happening. Like, because he knows even he's powerless to stop it. Like, just get out of the way. Just let Ramona burn out. She's just like a fire. You just gotta let it burn out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Kelly's walking away with her. What was the youngest daughter's name?
Well, yeah, Kelly gets off. I don't remember, but Kelly gets off the 4-wheeler with her one of her daughters, and Ramona wants to talk, and Kelly just totally blows her off.
Yeah,
it's just like, no, I don't want to do this in front of my daughter. I just want to have a good time. I just want to live life. That 4-wheeler is fun. I gotta go.
She was really close to just being like, run!
Yeah,
stranger danger.
Yeah. And Ramona was like, what the fuck?
And Ramona even caught that too, because when she was complaining about it later, she was like, it seemed like she didn't want her kid around me.
Yeah. Let's not.
Well, Ramona, you're probably a bottle or two of Pinot in right now, and everybody's scared of you.
Yeah, but Ramona gave her so much shade. She was just like, let's not forget, Kelly lost her mind.
Yeah, that's right. In the confessional.
Yeah. In the confessional.
Ramona's hair was a mess in that confessional.
Yeah, she's got a lot of hair. She's got a lot of crazy hair things.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a bad look in the confessional at the end of this episode.
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm saying those words.
And I'm not commenting.
Yeah. Yeah, so then when Kelly blows her off, she thinks it would be
a great time to talk to Howie. And he ain't having it.
Fucking brother of the birthday girl, sitting with the family, a dad who probably couldn't get out of that chair if he fucking
85 is what Cindy said.
And she's almost like Alex at Sonja's party. She's like, but I have to talk to you. I need to. But this is it really hurt. Why do you have to say it was
I need to get this off my chest.
You have to clear. I'm here with my father, with my family, on this beautiful day, at this horse ranch.
Yeah, leave me alone.
Yeah, she was super messy. And then eventually birthday girl has to show up and put the kibosh on it all over there.
Yeah,
Ramona's
she's
losing
pissed.
her mind. She's like,
Ramona was triggered. Yeah, it was fucked up.
What was she triggered about, though?
I don't know.
Like, one of the funny things too, what I think we forgot to mention, but earlier in the episode or earlier at this party, Luann goes into like the confessional for a second.
Yeah. I made a note. Yeah.
And she's like, that first glass of Pinot is going to determine Ramona.
Yes.
And it could go one of two ways, and we're never sure which way it's going to go.
Yup. It's like, like we watched her unravel this entire episode.
Yes.
And she says something to Cindy of why she's so upset and why she's so triggered, and I felt like Cindy was a gracious host.
Absolutely.
And was just like, heard her out. Yeah. But Cindy could fucking care less.
Yeah,
Cindy could care less.
Yeah, the last 3 words I wrote were, Cindy doesn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just goes into she's like, yo, this is my family, you can go fuck yourself. I don't care if you're shaking right now.
Yeah.
I will fucking kill you. I will cut somebody. She didn't go that hard.
No, she didn't, yeah.
But yeah, so winners and losers for this episode. The winners are Luann's kids, because they don't have to deal with their parents on weekends. They just have to pull the wool over the eyes of an unsuspecting babysitter, which I'm sure they'll do, and do whatever the fuck they want. The loser was Ramona. She had a rough episode. It was real bad second half for sure. Who'd you have?
I'm gonna say the winner was Kelly.
Kelly? Another solid episode from Kelly.
Yeah, another solid episode for Kelly. I felt like she kept her shit together.
Yeah.
And blowing off Ramona was one of the funniest fucking things I've seen in a long time. And yeah, I would have to agree. The loser is definitely Ramona, even though it was glorious to watch.
Oh, it was fantastic for us.
It was beautiful.
The power rankings after this, even though she had a rough episode, she's still hanging in the number 2 spot, Ramona. Sonja's still number 1. And we have Luann, and then we have Kelly.
Wow.
And then we have Jill. Jill wasn't even in this episode.
That's right, because she was in Australia.
What is she doing in Australia?
She's on a trip.
It's ridiculous. They're filming.
I know.
Well, unbelievable. But so she dropped down. Kelly moved up, and then we have Cindy and the worst, Alex. But yeah, so that's all we got this episode. It's Mike and Mare.
Bye, guys.
Don't want to watch that.com. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at don't want to watch. And Twitter is a 0. And shout out to the Reddit Real Housewives subreddits because we love throwing our little stupid memes on there.
Shout out, yeah.
We're getting good feedback. So, all right, peace out. Enjoy. Have a good one. Wear a mask.
Bye, guys.